Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Anime Last Stand video. Now you might be wondering, why am I level 1? Well, today we're starting something I've never done before, a full Noob to Pro series. Here's the plan. Instead of cramming everything into one super long video, I'm splitting it into parts. That way you can follow along step by step and see the full journey unfold. In this first part, we're going to grind through the story mode, see what units we can unlock, and push our way toward beating World 2 portals. If you're new to the game, this series should really help you figure out what decisions to make early on and what units are worth investing in. So stay tuned, grab some snacks, and let's get started on this Noob to Pro adventure. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and claim some daily rewards. What we're really looking for early on are mythic shards. Those are super important because they make evolving units way easier later on. Okay, from the daily wheel we got 1 pearl. Not the best, but it's fine, we'll take it. Next up, the level reward. Ooh, that's nice. 300 emeralds and 5 rerolls. The emeralds are huge, since they'll help us grab a unit that can actually carry us through the early game. That's a lot of useless units I have. And finally, the alchemy wheel. Let's spin it. And we got an essence selector. Not bad at all. That's definitely going to come in handy once we make it into World 2. All right, next up, let's go ahead and use some codes. These can give us a really nice boost early on. I'll speed this part up a little, so you don't have to sit through me typing everything in. Now, just a heads up. By the time you're watching this, some of these codes might be expired. So if you want the latest working ones, make sure to check the game's Discord server. All right, now let's check if we've got a solid DPS unit that can carry us through most of the early game. Nope, nothing too crazy right now, but hey, at least we've got Escanor for money farming, so that'll help us build up. Let's take a look at the banner. Oh, Crimson Commander, aka Igris, is up right now. That's perfect. He's definitely strong enough to carry us early on, so let's go ahead and grab him.
You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
we got him.
Now let's claim the index reward before we move on. All right, team's coming together. Igris is going to be our main DPS, but I'll add a couple of backup units, just in case we need extra support. Now let's claim rewards that we have before we try out the team. All right, now, let's head in. We'll do the story skippers. They can only be done by yourself, and it's much faster. This will be my team. Igris will be my DPS and Escanor will be my money farm. Sadly, I don't got any second money farm, but this will do for now till we get better farm units. Let's place Escanor on first wave, then Igris next. We'll auto-upgrade Escanor and place him 4 times when we can, so that we can get more money.
No!
Hey guys, I forgot we have flying enemies. Are we cooked, chat? Anyway, since it's kind of big map, I'm gonna let them off the hook and wait to get enough money to max him. I'm gonna speed it up till the money units are max. It's going easier than I thought thanks to Igris. He's the GOAT. Oh, forgot to level up the 4th Escana. Oh well. I think we have enough money to place at the back and max out Igris.
Let him cook! Let him cook now! Let him cook! I said let him cook!
He's cooking, bro. He's OP. He changes to hybrid at upgrade 5. Let's take a closer look on bro. Let's see if upgrade 3 of Igris makes him hybrid. Crossed fingers. Dang, he's shredding through them. Beautiful. Nice. This guy is destroying the ground enemies as well. Oh, the boss is here. Let's see him get demolished. Look at the damage, bro. 38.5k at level 1 is crazy, and he has bleed on top of that. That does 53.9k. You guys definitely need him to carry you in the early stories. Imagine he has Overlord or above trait, he'd be unstoppable in World 1. Let's try out the other units, if they get to hybrid or not. Nope, Luffy does not. Let's try out Ichigo next. We're out of money, but it seems like he doesn't as well. That means we need to get an air unit. Nice, we cleared it easily. I think getting one of this new units wouldn't hurt, right? I'll tell you on how to get them easily, for those of us who can't solo the portal or couldn't find people to carry us. But be warned, it might take you at least 8 hours to get one of the units. I'm going to show you later. So now I'm going to look if I have an air unit. I'll be back shortly. I'm back after some search and found an air unit that I already have. It's none other than Vegeta, aka Vegeta. Now let's equip him and see. Now that the team is all ready, I'm also going to select their crit skill tree, except Escanor, who will have the support skill tree to increase his money generation. Now, from the few rerolls we have, let's try to get a technique for Escanor so that he makes more money. At least legendary, which is golden, and hopefully mythic technique, which is diamond. And if I truly get lucky, I might get entrepreneur, a selectional technique, or ultimate glitched, which is close to imposable, since it's 0.03% to get. Welp, let's go gambling. All right, now that we're all set up, it's time to start clearing through the story modes. But don't worry, I won't bore you by showing every single completion. I'll go ahead and grind through it, and then I'll be back to show you the results after a few minutes, well, maybe a few hours in real time.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, I'm back. I haven't finished the story grind just yet, but I wanted to drop a quick tip for anyone who's starting out. If you didn't get lucky with your summons or pulls, don't worry. There's another way. You can actually do the guide quests to grab some really solid units, like Garu and Idol, who can easily carry you through World 1. So even if your summons aren't the best early on, you've still got a reliable path forward. All right, time for me to get back to the grind.
A few moments later.
All right, so the grind was going well, but I ended up getting stuck in Superhero City. The issue is those early flying enemies. Sukuna is an air unit on placement, which should help, but his base damage is only about 1k, so he just isn't strong enough to take them out early. Then there's Igris. He's solid, but he doesn't even become a hybrid until upgrade 5, and that costs like 24k to reach. Way too expensive that early on. So yeah, I lost because of that. So here's the plan. I'm going to grab Shaky Prince from the alchemy trial shop. He costs 17k 500 Homunculus. But the big advantage is he's a hybrid unit right from placement. That means he can hit both ground and air enemies immediately, which makes those early flying waves so much easier to handle. Only downside, he costs 2k just to place, and since I don't have a strong money farm yet, that's going to be a little rough. But honestly, it's worth it. So let's add him to the squad and push forward. And remember earlier when I said I'd show you an easy way to farm these units, even if you can't solo the portal? Well, here's the secret. None other than the AFK Chamber. Yep, that's right. You can just leave your account running overnight and rack up tons of Homunculus. That's exactly what I did for about 8 hours, and here's how much I've gathered so far. Let's go ahead and add him to the squad and see how far we can push with him.
Hey guys, sorry before we continue, I have to pause and mention something. I realized after buying Shaky Prince that he actually causes problems later on. Since he costs $2,000 just to place, if you don't have a good money farm unit, he becomes really hard to use early on. Instead, go for Tattooed Alchemist. He only costs $950 to place and is much more cost efficient for starting out. I'm gonna continue telling my Junery on how it went with Shaky Prince, but for now, you can buy and use Tattooed Alchemist.
All right, let's buy him. We can wait to evolve him, but let's check out what we need. We can buy the Evo item tomorrow, or some other time like we did.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Holy, I did not see that coming. I guess he was the best choice. Also, would you care to guess why I am here? Yes, I wanted to let you know that the Samsung guy is also a good starter unit and carry you to World 2. All right, I am going back to grinding and finish the stories as soon as I can.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, the grind is finally over. So let me break down how it went. Up until Infested City, I was able to clear the story stages using story skippers. But once I reached Infested City, I ran into trouble. I couldn't place units fast enough because of money shortages, and upgrading them was a real struggle. Since story skippers are insanely tough, the enemies had way too much HP. So after that point, I had to switch back and complete the stage in normal mode instead. So now the only thing left is to complete the World 2 Portal Challenge. Now let's form a team to clear it. I could use Gojo and clear it easily. But for this, I am going to attempt it using regular units like Tatsumaki, Garu, and bring Tattooed Alchemist just in case for emergency, which is highly likely to happen. All right, this is the team I'm going to use. Without further ado, let's begin. I'm gonna start placing with Tatsumaki, then place Garu, then I'll place the farm units and max them out, then max out Garu and Tatsumaki. This gonna be a breath. I'm gonna speed up the process. All right, the boss is here with 4 million HP. It seems like both only Garu Evo to Bloodthirsty and Tatsumaki, and both of them don't have skill tree or max level. That means you can solo it too. Yay, we did it! Now we can go to World 2. All right, before we go to World 2, let's claim the rewards first. We finally made it to World 2. Let's go. And that's going to wrap up Part 1 of the Noob to Pro series. I'll definitely work on a Part 2, though I'm not sure exactly when it'll drop, so stay tuned. Before I head out, 2 last piece of advice. First, make sure to use your rerolls only when the 4x event is active. That way, you get the most value out of them. And second advice, if you want to find out which units are good for World 1, check my videos. I'll upload them there, and money units are a must. Hope this video was both helpful and enjoyable to watch. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.